Alright, so here's this little washer dryer unit thing. I wanted to make a video because it's kind of a cool thing to have, but I'm not gonna lie to you, it gets old. It plugs into the wall, plugs down there. There's some stuff in here. I need to do some laundry. I was cleaning, so I've got some dirty towels. I hate this thing. It's horrible. You can get a new one if you want, but this just hooks over the bathtub or whatever. This is to drain the water out of this. So here's where you're washing your clothes. The really, like the normal cycle or whatever, you can tell I use mine, the ink's coming off of it. The normal cycle spins your clothes around a lot. And then the gentle wash or whatever, actually you can see, sort of says gentle right there. It does the same thing just as hard, but it's slower. I would recommend, well, what's going to happen is you'll wash it. You'll have all the gray water, the dirty water and stuff, and then you drain it. Then you got to fill it back up. Now this hole right here is where you're supposed to fill it back up. And you can put a hose there, and then you stick the other end on the sink. I'm going to be honest with you, it's not worth doing it. Just get a bucket. If you've got one, fill it up. It's what I do. I use buckets. I take the shower head and just throw the shower head in here and fill it up like a water hose. This is the dryer side. It's not going to get anything dry. I'm going to go ahead and tell you that. What's going to happen is you put your clothes in here, and if you don't put them in here right, this thing starts banging against the side of it, and it does it extremely hard. And just imagine, I think this thing spins several thousand times a minute. So, I mean, imagine, you know, how loud and obnoxious and violent that can sound. But you put your stuff in here. This goes on top of it. Pushes it down. You really want to make sure that you take it easy on this. You don't want to cram like 6 pairs of blue jeans in here. I'm a dude, so I did that. This thing will jump all over the house if you do that. You really want to be gentle with this. But it spins very, very, very fast. I would recommend putting my hand right here and leaning on this when you turn this dial. I can't believe that's ticking right now. That must be mechanical. But I would put my hand on it and just put some weight on it, give it a little bit of help because it spins up, and once it gets up to speed, it's okay if it's not jumping around. This would probably be good for a camper. My studio here, my condo, is less than 800 square feet. I don't like doing my laundry with this. I'm not going to lie. I wish I just had a washer dryer unit, but I don't have one. This thing, I'll recommend it. It's not heavy at all. Not heavy at all. It's got a little bit of weight to it. If I was going to guess, you know, I mean, it says what it weighs, but if I was going to guess, I'd say it's 25 pounds, 30, maybe less. It might be 20. But it's easy to get it around. It scoots around pretty easy. It's an experience. You'll like having a normal one better, but in my situation, this is great. It works, you know, and it's not that expensive. So just remember that that hose thing is kind of terrible. You could put it in the toilet or hang it over the bathtub or something like that. You'll be okay. Just make sure you're holding it in place somehow.